Hello and welcome to the first ever LPOWCAST. I'm Ben,
I'm Stu. Hello, everyone.
and in this 30-minute-ish podcast, we'll just be chatting about a few things that have been in the news recently, and a few other pieces of random crap, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's kind of like Let's Play videos, but without the games and with more crap to talk.
Yeah,
So
and hopefully with some knowledge other than me just shouting and swearing at things going particularly badly.
but that's what makes us us.
Indeed.
You swearing, yeah.
Nice segue there. So basically, the Powercast is like Stu said, an extension of Let's Play Our Way on YouTube. We've been going for a few months now, just playing a few games developed by Valve primarily, because earlier on this year I only had a MacBook Pro, and those were really the only games that ran well on it. So we
we
decided
we were
to,
rather limited.
yeah, unfortunately so, but we decided to wet our feet in the source pool, as we shall say. And we recently actually started playing a couple of other things like Dungeon Defenders, Payday the Heist, and we've got a couple of other things in the works.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
One of them which I definitely will mention.
Hmm.
So that's basically us. There's me, there's Stuart, there's a couple of
Hello.
other guys as well who may be coming in for the podcast. Luke, when he can get some time off work, because he seems to be working
9 till
every
5.
single minute of every hour of every day at the moment. And Tom's at work whilst we were recording this one, so I'm sure he'll be part of the next one.
Who else have we got that's going to be joining? Ollie? That
Ollie?
people won't have.
I'm not sure to be honest.
Me,
Maybe.
maybe?
Yeah, we'll try and get V across. Primarily we'll get the people who've been playing with us. And then
Whoa.
yeah, hello.
Hello? Playing with us? That sounds a bit wrong.
Well, who've been playing games with us online, shall we say? And then after that, maybe we'll branch out and invite some friends.
Maybe. Maybe, if we're feeling generous.
Yes.
If we need more content.
If we do run out of things to say, yeah. Um, so at the moment, we're aiming for it to be sort of monthly, bi-monthly type deal. Um, a couple of us are quite busy with our final years at uni, so it's going to kind of have to fit around that as well as a few other things that we've got going on at the moment as well.
So many things for you guys. I don't have anything.
I
I'm just wasting my life.
I don't know how I'm going to survive this year, to be honest. I really don't.
Quick answer, you're not. You're gonna have a mental breakdown and throw shit at someone.
Yeah, probably. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But you never
Nope,
know.
that's the case. No, no, it's gonna happen.
So we shall go on to the
We have
first. We
topics.
do. We have topics, and the first topic is,
It's the Wii U.
which I'm just googling the release date of now because I can't remember exactly when it comes out in the UK. For those of you who
it'll,
don't know, we are based in the UK.
it'll be before Christmas. Well, the accents don't give it away at all, do they?
Ah, maybe not. It's coming
It'll
out
be
on
before
November the
Christmas,
30th.
which is
So
in
3 weeks, 20
20 days.
days, less than 3 weeks. Um, I was fortunate enough to get my hands on a Wii U back in at the end of September
Hmm.
um, for an event called the Eurogamer Expo, which is held down in London. The website Eurogamer.net. Good shout out to those guys because the event's awesome every single year that I've been. Yeah, they basically just get a crap load of games there. Obviously, the Wii U was there this year with quite a few games. Um,
I don't understand the Wii U at all.
I'm I'm indifferent about it. Like I'm a sucker for new hardware, whoever it's made by and
It's
whatever it is.
it's basically a console with a tablet PC attached to it, right? And the tablet PC's got joysticks and buttons.
Yeah, to a
That's
degree.
basically
Yeah,
what it is.
and I mean, but the main problem I found whilst using it is you're kind of not too sure which screen to be looking at some of the time. I played Zombie U, and like your inventory and stuff is all handled on the Wii U's touchscreen, which actually works really well because if you think about it, if you're looking through your inventory in real life, I suppose is the best way to look at it. You're obviously not going to
What?
see. Well, we'll think about it this
If
way,
I'm
right?
looking through my inventory in real life.
Okay, right. You
Yes, I bring up
yes.
a
In
a grid.
Zombie U, you have a backpack, okay? And to interact with this backpack, you have to take your eyes off the screen and look at the touchpad, which makes sense, and it does kind of increase the fear, I guess, of the
Okay
game.
then, let me put this to you, Ben. Right. If we keep going down this line of we want to make these games more realistic, so like you say, we want to have a different screen for an inventory or whatever because that's more realistic. Does that mean with stuff like Kinect and PlayStation Eye, we're going to have to start bending down and taking off backpacks and kneeling down to open them
No,
mid-game to
no,
find out what's in there?
not at all, not at all. I just think that like, obviously because the Wii U's got this secondary screen, it's a good way to use it.
How big's the controller though? It looks massive.
Um,
It's got a screen in it. It's going to be pretty big.
how big is it? I saw some pictures that compared it to something. I cannot for the life of me remember how big it is. And
Wii U. Time to Google.
yeah, live googling on the podcast here, or on the LPOWCAST, should I say?
Go away, Java. Why does Java always want to update continually? There's like every time I turn on my computer, Java already has an update.
Because Java
Java must
sucks.
Java must update more than
Okay,
anything else.
so it's a 6.2-inch resistive touchscreen. So
Yeah, it is.
it's probably like 8, 9 inches.
It's not about the size though.
It is. It's all about the size.
It's the motion in the ocean.
um, but it's a hell of a lot lighter than I thought it would be when I was playing with it.
So it's heavy. Well, it's big but light.
Yeah, because there's not really that much in it. I mean,
Does it
you've got
have
the motors
rumble
for the
pads?
buttons. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, it has.
Oh, sweet. Fucking hell,
Yeah.
look at Nintendo bringing themselves into the 21st century.
We're gonna get hate for that, Stu. I hope you know that.
No, seriously, no one can argue that Nintendo's hardware has been lacking.
Hmm. Well,
I mean, they've had
uh,
the I mean, the Wii U's only just gone high def after what 6 years of every other console having HD.
they've gone in a different direction to a degree. I guess if you want to look at it that way, they've got some. Have they really got core games? They've
They've
got
Mario.
more core games coming out for the Wii U than I've really picked up on for the Wii. So
That's
I
because
guess there's that,
that's because they've realised that nobody actually develops games for the Wii. It was only Nintendo that developed games.
and a load of third-party shovelware.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we can make a couple of quid off this. Yeah. But I mean, the only games that people actually have with Wii's and Nintendos are pretty much Nintendo games. They're only like first party supported.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm speaking for him now, but I believe Tom's only got um, first-party
What about
games for his
Mickey?
Wii.
Whatever that Mickey game was.
Oh, Magic.
I can't remember.
I'm not sure, but I don't think he's got that.
Uh,
I know there was talk of him. I know he was talking about it at one point, but that was quite a while ago.
was it Luke that's got it? It might be Luke that's got it.
Luke has got a Wii, so he might have that.
I can't remember what that Mickey Mouse game's called. It's going to drive me mad.
It's the one with the black paintbrush swipe over it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was the one that looked sort of evil. Uh, Epic Mickey. That's what it was
That's the
called.
one.
Epic Mickey. I hear it was supposed to be quite good.
Yeah, well, they've got a second one coming out, haven't they? I believe.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That's what happens with games nowadays. There's no new concepts. It's all.
Well, I could tell you about a brand new concept.
Oh, could you then?
Yeah, I won't. I won't yet.
Okay, maybe for a later
Yeah,
podcast.
maybe another podcast when I talk about that. um, so Stu, ultimately, are you going to be getting a Wii? You.
Mm. Am I gonna get a Wii U? I think maybe when it comes down in price, possibly. Maybe when I see what sort of stuff they're doing with it, but not initially now.
Oh,
What about you?
no. Just, I mean, if someone else has one, I will probably play it for an evening or two. It's the same with the Wii that my mum's got. Played it at Christmas for a few laughs after a few beers, but after that, that's pretty much about it.
Well, I think that's what the Wii and sort of Connect in general and all those sort of things are like, isn't it? It's more social gaming. Like it's more for everyone to sit down and have a laugh than.
Yeah, my PlayStation Move controllers have barely been touched. The only real use my PlayStation Move controllers have had from them is me replaying Heavy Rain, but I didn't even bother finishing it with the Move controllers.
You played Heavy Rain. That didn't come out with Move support originally, did
No,
it?
it
It
got
was
it got
added in.
patched in. They they were developing DLC for it. This is how I remember it, so it's probably wrong. Um, they were developing DLC for the game,
Yeah.
and then basically Sony had words with them, and they were
Hmm.
like, "Okay, you need to stop making the DLC, and you need to patch in move support for this game." So they
Because nothing else has
patched
it.
in move support, and I mean it works, and it's fairly decent because the PlayStation Move is a fairly decent piece of hardware, um, as it is, but it's just still a little gimmicky to me.
I agree. It's the same with Connect though and the Wii in general. They are sort of very gimmicky. There's no core games there for it. There's nothing that makes you, necessarily want to shell out 40 quid for a game that's based on just Wii or just Connect. I
Yeah,
mean, there was Fable the Journey, which is the newest installment in the Fable series that is rapidly deteriorating. And that just looks absolutely garbage. And it's like going for like 35, 40 quid. I'm like, you've got to be having
yeah,
a
no,
laugh.
thank you. But
Like,
that's the
I swear,
problem though. Those hardware things, they don't have what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have like a definitive title that you need to buy to experience the hardware.
yeah.
Like, and I think that's maybe what it's lacking. I mean, one is it Wonderbook, Spellbook? That's coming out soon for the PS3 and PlayStation Move in with the
Oh, yeah.
Harry Potter universe, which I find interesting, but I'm still not going to spend money on buying Spellbook.
I think, I don't know. I think there's nothing that necessarily I want to be spending 8 hours or 10 hours playing a game, bouncing around a living room.
Mm.
I'd much rather just sit down with a controller and.
And a beer
Eh,
and just chill out.
I mean, at the end of the day, I play games to relax and I play games to have fun with my friends. I don't necessarily want to be bouncing around at the end of a long day.
Mm. But hey, that's the way certain manufacturers are going, I guess.
Yeah, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Indeed, it is. So let's move on, shall we?
Actually, do you know what?
No?
Speaking about Connect,
Yes.
I'm shocked that there was no Halo 4 Connect. There was no support there for it. It's not a better with Connect game.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah, I was shocked, especially after Combat Evolved, like the remake had Connect support. That was pretty cool though. but it was really annoying because like it had commands like grenade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting there and you're playing and your friends are around and then they start shouting grenade, your character will start throwing grenades,
I did not know that existed.
which is the most Bellendish thing anybody has ever done to me. I was there running around, just trying to be stealthy, killing a few Covenant, taking cover. Then I'm in cover, getting pinned down on Legendary, and my friend just goes, grenade. So this grenade just comes out right in my cover that I'm standing in. I'm surrounded by all these grunts, all these lights, and now my cover has been compromised by myself. Uh,
Oh, you've got to love it.
y- I've never turned a feature off so quickly. I was like, connect, off. I don't want you anymore. This is bullshit.
Oh man,
But Halo 4 has no Connect.
that surprises. I'm assuming you can obviously use it as a mic for online play.
Yeah, but I don't know why you'd want to. Because, I mean, most people have their Connect further away than where they sit, I guess. So you'd be shouting at it. You'd be
Yeah,
like, it's easy just to use a
I
headset.
don't know how good the mic is for Connect, because surely if it can pick you up in like sitting on the TV saying throw a grenade, then
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, I'd rather have a headset because basically anybody coming out of the speakers on a TV isn't audible due to the Xbox like voice experience. It isn't the best thing in the world.
mm,
It's sort of a bit there,
fair enough.
and that is my technical term for it. Bleh.
So, how have you found Halo 4 overall?
Halo 4, I really enjoyed Halo 4's story. I thought it was very well done. Considering it's 343 that are now running the show, so to speak, and
Mm,
Bungie don't have a hand in it. It's really nicely done. Like the legendary mode on it is impossible to do. Like it's just so goddamn tough. I mean, I'm not even that much of a noob because I completed like Reach and even Combat Evolved on Legendary, like the remake, and like that wasn't too bad. But this, like, you're just stuck with crap. There's no decent longish range weapons that you can use, like. But see, that's the way I play Legendary on Halo. I just sit back and snipe stuff. I'm just like, okay, the battle rifle, da 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 da, you're all dead now.
you're doing it all wrong, Stu.
I'm not charging in there to a group of Covenant. Fuck that.
Fair enough. Oh,
I mean,
I haven't played it. I haven't played any of the Halos.
what I found was
Actually,
a
that's a lie. I've
what I found
played a little bit of one.
one was good. What I found was a really nice touch with this was like basically 4-3-4,
Three, four,
three
three.
four three numbers. At the end of it were like, thanks for trusting us with a universe you guys love so much, and we hope you've enjoyed it and whatever. And it's sort of like nice to see a developer sort of. I think the Halo audience is very vocal and very loving of that universe, and I don't,
Yeah,
I think if they would have fucked up, then
everyone
heard a
would
lot
have
about it. Yeah,
done. Yeah, to be
yeah,
fair,
but
I haven't really heard too much about
that's
it. Like, I've seen a couple of people on my Facebook say that it's the best Halo they've played and that they've really enjoyed it. So can't fault it for that, I guess.
yeah. Even well, the day I got it, it was like it was close to election day in America, and on the opening screen of it, it was like, thanks for buying Halo, enjoy the game, and then at the bottom it was just like, don't forget to vote, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Because knowing some people, they probably would just spend like 4 days playing multiplayer and just forget to vote. And then they'd
Probably,
probably spend the next 4 years bitching.
do you know what? I would be really not surprised at all if there was someone that played multiplayer on release date and is still playing it now, just like solid, because that's the kind of people that play games, you know.
Well, it happens with them all, doesn't it?
I mean, I've done it, you know. I
I've
think
certainly done it.
we are terrible people,
Yeah.
but it's so much fun.
It's just like that's the thing though, isn't it? If you're like really looking forward to a game and then it comes out, you just I know I do. I just play that game to death for like the first week if not longer, depending on what the game is, and just try and get the most out of it.
Well, if it's something you've been looking forward to, then you've got to make the most of it, haven't you?
Exactly.
I mean, you do have it forever. Like, once it's yours, you do have it until you trade it in or whatever. But I think the first few week, 2 weeks, are when you've got like the strongest online following support for a multiplayer game, especially.
Yeah.
So that's when you get the best experience because everyone's still crap because they're new at it, and they're all still like figuring out how to play and decently play,
And they're all actually playing, as
and
opposed to
they're all
like
playing. Yeah.
not playing.
Whereas if like you, I don't know, you buy Halo a year down the line, you've just got like a core group of people that are epic at the game and play it all the time and actually know what they're doing, and they're really
And
hard
you
to
just
kill.
have no way of doing anything.
They teabag you into oblivion.
Yes. Gotta love it.
Well, not really.
Well, you have to, because otherwise it's just soul destroying.
Yeah, I guess.
If you look at it that way, I suppose it's yes.
At least with sort of like those, at least with Halo, you don't get as much of the kids playing. I don't think. I think it's more of an older crowd because it's the crowd that grew up with Halo when they were young.
Well, I don't know. I can't say because I haven't played it online and seen what the community's like. So
Community support. It's always good. It's always good.
yes,
Speaking of online gaming, Ben,
yes.
Black Ops 2, I believe you're getting.
I am counting down the days. It's out in well like 2 days over here, 3 days. I'll have it. So today's Saturday the 10th. Comes out on 13th. Is it the
Hmm,
13th? Yeah, it
I have
is
no
because
idea.
Hitman's a week later. um, so I can't wait to get my hands on it. I kind of I want to feel properly what they've actually changed. Because I know they've got quite a few different bits and bobs that have happened
Hmm.
for Black Ops 2 that are kind of shaking things up a little from Modern Warfare 3.
What do you
Uh,
mean that it's not just a remake of the previous game?
yeah, if that's what you want to call it, Stu, then by all means.
Oh come on, Modern Warfare 3 was just it was just a rebranding of Modern Warfare 2.
It was still a good game though. I still really enjoyed the online
It was
multiplayer because
it
that's
was
that's basically
okay.
all I play it for. Um, I will be playing through the single player campaign of uh, Black Ops 2, but obviously it's a Call of Duty game, so I'd be stupid if I didn't spend a hell of a lot of time on the multiplayer. And
Yes, you'd
yeah,
be stupid to spend any time on the multiplayer. What?
yeah, if but no, I'm just looking forward to it because I haven't played Modern Warfare 3 in what, 2, 3, 4 months now. I didn't really bother with the last lot of DLC, but I'm just really looking forward to getting back in and online with my mate Joe because he's getting Black Ops 2 as well. And hopefully, it's only come out during the last week or so that they're going to have live streaming support
Really?
inbuilt into Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 3. In fact, for all three platforms.
That's
Uh,
pretty sweet.
so you guys should be able to check out some Black Ops 2 multiplayer gameplay footage on LPOW's YouTube page coming up
Yeah.
this week, hopefully. I might have a few games just to get used to it, but I'm not sure yet. I might just dive straight in, plug in the YouTuber details, and
Well,
just get live streaming.
sweet. Well, for anybody watching, I think we are going to on LPOW anyway. We're going to be doing some solo games, possibly, maybe, depending if people can be bothered or not.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I know you've got one in the works, haven't you? Well, you want
possibly,
to do one.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
going to mention it now, or should we keep it a
Well,
surprise?
I'm just going to say three initials, FTL.
And there we go. That should be enough to get people thinking, at least.
And if you can't get it from that, then what the hell's wrong with you?
Do you know what? I'd be interested to see what FTL's like. I've heard really good things about it, but I just haven't
It's
bothered
really
getting
good.
it myself.
I think I picked it up for like £6 or something like that. I was really impressed by it.
Yeah. Well, then Luke picked it up as well, didn't he? And played quite a bit of it.
Well, I I think in the first week of it, I played like 15 hours of FDL.
Wow,
Yeah, I sort of really liked it. I mean, at the minute I'm on 18 hours played,
that's not
so
bad
I haven't been on it in a while.
for what it is, because it's not the most pretty game, is it? But it doesn't really need to be.
Graphics on everything, Ben.
That
Graphics
is
on everything.
true. That is true.
I mean, I think if something's taught us that, it's got to be Minecraft.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, with
People will buy any old shit.
oh, ho, ho, ho. You say I'm gonna get hate. Just you wait, but you're gonna get death threats.
uh,
People are gonna come and just dismember you block by block.
they can try. They'll have to get through my brick house first. Actually, no, I should not have said that.
What, they've got to make it through your brick house.
Yeah.
Just have a bedrock house. You can't break that in the game, so you'll be fine.
Okay. But that involves me mining bedrock.
No, you can't mine bedrock. It's just naturally spawned in at the bottom of the world.
Oh, okay.
So Ben lives at the bottom of the world like a cave troll.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Apparently, almost 8 million people have brought Minecraft on the PC alone.
That number boggles the mind. It really does.
I mean, 8 million on PC alone, then you've got however many on iOS and Android, and then you've got
Xbox as well.
Xbox, yeah. I- Notch, congratulations to you. You have you have truly
You
beaten the odds
crazy
of
son of
life.
a bitch.
This new game looks quite interesting though.
uh, what is it? 0x10C?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few little bits and pieces of it, like the videos he's tweeted out, and it looks
Yeah.
alright. But again, I'm not sure if it's a game for me.
Why is that, Ben? I see.
I don't know. It just doesn't really appeal to me yet. And
What?
I do wonder whether or not as many people who have enjoyed Minecraft will enjoy that because from
I can
what
tell you they
I've
won't.
carry on.
I can guarantee you they won't.
Well, it's supposed to be quite a serious game, isn't it?
Well, Minecraft's now got, I would say, a cult following. Like, you know, I think people that enjoy Minecraft really enjoy Minecraft and they live to enjoy Minecraft kind of thing. Some people, anyway. Like, you look at like how many people have made careers, jobs out of playing Minecraft, out of making mods for Minecraft, out of
Really, I didn't realize that it extended that far. To be honest, I
yeah, man. Like, you've got all these people on YouTube that make the series, and then you've got all the people that start making the mods and building worlds and all that kind of stuff, and making adventure maps and just generally every element of the game you can think someone's probably made a career out of, like server support, people hosting servers and paying for that. The game hasn't just made Notch rich; it's almost made like a little business for itself. I would almost say,
mm,
in a very weird kind of strange way. If that makes any sense, or if I'm just blabbling.
yeah, I get what you mean. Hmm, but still, it's not my kind of thing.
No, just sucks.
Unfortunately, I mean, I have I played it?
You must have done.
I'm sure I have.
It's
I
a shame that you don't like it, because we could play loads on the channel.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't really want to spend that much time playing it. Like I'd rather play other things and enjoy my time elsewhere.
That's just selfish.
The free time I have now, anyway, which isn't much.
It's your own fault. You've got no one else to blame but yourself.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. Hmm. Speaking of strange games,
I like our segues.
they're amazing.
Curiosity.
What now?
Curiosity.
Uh,
Is that what you were going to mention?
it was. It's almost like you read my mind.
Wow. That or looked up the notes. Uh, you know, I,
Go on. Continue.
I was going to say no because it doesn't make sense. It baffles me, curiosity.
It's not a game, I can tell you that for free.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's for those of you who don't know, Curiosity is comes from 22 Cans, which is Peter Molyneux's brand new studio.
Also known as Peter the Disappointment Liar Molyneux.
I did not say that.
I
Uh,
did. I'm sorry. It's true though. The guy promises like the world and then delivers nothing. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be able to do
yeah,
this
but
and that.
how many other developers say like, oh yeah, you're going to be able to do this, and then it turns out, well, actually, you can't.
Okay, how many developers promote the games in the way that Molyneux does? Zero, because Molyneux is just a downright dirty liar. I had faith in him to make a good Fable game, and he ruined the series continually. The first one was amazing, the second one was a disappointment, and then the third one was just a kick in the nuts, basically.
Well, I don't think we should write him off until we've seen what he is dubbing his final game, possibly.
His final game.
Yeah, so basically, let me just describe what 22 Cans is. So it's his brand new studio he set up earlier on this year down in Guildford, I think, in the UK. And before they release their big main project, they're going to be doing 22 experiments. Now, some of these will be like multiple experiments inside one experiment, um, and others might just be a flat out single experiment to try out a specific kind of theory or something. Before and after they've got the results from all these experiments, they'll use those to influence the game that they're going to be making. And that
Are
game
they
is going to be the only game that 22 Cans make.
are they all iOS games?
I don't believe they're going to be, no.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I think this is just the way, like iOS and Android is just the way that he's chosen to
Are we sure that this
do
just isn't the biggest?
Curiosity.
Are we sure this just isn't the world's biggest marketing ploy?
Oh, what? And he's actually sold the company to Sony.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be something weird, like the ending thing is gonna be like Peter Molyneux's taken over the moon or something.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. So to talk about Curiosity a little bit more, it's basically I'll call it a game. It's a game where you have to chisel away at this massive cube. It's literally got hundreds of billions of cubes in it as it, and each tap you make on the cube takes away a single cube. And the aim of this whole experience is to get down to the last cube, which is in the center. And only one person can get to this cube, and once they've got to that, they can either keep it to themselves. That they get I think it's a URL to a video, which I'm assuming will probably be on YouTube and made private. Um, but it's a link to a website or a video or something, and then they can either keep what they've seen to themselves, or they can spread the news to as many people as possible. I
Then
think yes,
I know what's in the cube.
you know what's in the cube.
Yeah,
What is in the cube?
it's Peter Molyneux just with his two fingers up, going. Think how many hours of your life you've wasted, you fucking dope.
Well, we
That's
know
what's gonna
for a
be in there.
fact it's not Half-Life Episode 3.
You say that, but it might be.
He's come out and said it's not.
Well, maybe Gabe should come out and say it is.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think Half-Life Episode 3 exists.
That is another conversation for another day because we could talk about that for hours.
Yeah, I can't be depressed anymore.
Oh dear, I'm losing the will to live already about it. Anyway,
Oh, oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Please don't cry, Stu. We'll get through this.
Episode 3, where are you? Even even episode 2, part 3?
Yeah, either or. I mean, I just want some Half-Life in my life
Babe, I
again.
just wanted some closure.
That's all. I just want answers. Like that ending was so good to episode 2. I want to know what happens next.
Well, we're gonna have to leave this for another day.
Yeah,
We
we
can't,
will.
or else this podcast is just gonna get absolutely annihilated by episode 3 talk.
Well, I'll tell you what, we will not talk about episode 3 again until it's either announced, released, or
So we're never talking
confirmed
about
as
it
being
again.
dead. Yes, that's basically it. This is us accepting that we will never be able to talk about Half-Life 2 episode 3 slash Half-Life 3 again.
Somehow I don't believe that that's going to happen. We'll talk about it. We'll forget that we've made this promise to you all, and then we'll be like, so episode 3 in like 6 weeks' time or
Yeah, or
something.
someone else will mention it, and then we'll just be like, ah, you've opened up a can of worms there.
Uh, yeah. Back to curiosity anyway.
I can't remember where we were.
Have you been enjoying it? I know you've played it.
Well, right, here's the thing. I downloaded it. It was released on the iOS App Store.
Hmm.
So I downloaded it, loaded it up, started chipping away at some cubes, and literally within 30 seconds of me loading up the app, it crashed. And when I loaded it back up, all I got was a white screen. And turns out that was mainly due to 22 cans having server issues, which is
There's a shot.
understandable because it has been in the press since he announced he was leaving Microsoft. So a lot of people are excited to see what he's been doing, to see what this is all about. Maybe excited's the wrong word. Curious.
Curious.
See what I did there?
Curiouser and
Hold me
curious.
back, guys. Hold me back because the puns don't end there. Uh,
You're so punny.
let's just chisel away at this. So
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
Enjoying is possibly the wrong word to use for me personally. I've
Experienced?
I've experienced curiosity, and oh, it is
Me too.
orange now. It's all a smooth orange as well.
Well, I was just having a go at it. I don't know if it's got like some issues or something because I don't obviously know how it works, but it seems to be every time it hits like a new layer, like it doesn't update properly.
I'm not sure. Well, it's the original layer was black,
Mhm.
and then it went down to a green, and then there was
Mhm.
another green inside of that.
Then there's a red.
Yeah, it's kind of like a terracotta color now. Oh, someone's trying to talk to me. Uh,
Maybe.
if like, let's pull up the stats and we can just go have a look through them. Um,
Okay, you can pull up the stats because I can't, because on both my iPod and my Android device, because it is cross-platform, I some reason can't get to the store. Do I have to have it like connected to a Facebook account or something?
no.
Oh, because Facebook's the only button I can press. The rest of it I can't touch.
Uh,
However, what I was most surprised about was the 50 grand download of Chisel.
yeah, that
Because you
thing's nuts. But
okay,
that's
so
not available to buy yet.
through the game, you earn money for tapping away at the little cubes. More cubes you tap away quicker, the more cash you get. Now you can use cash to buy in an in-game store, like you can buy a chisel which chisels a larger area at once or something, or
Yeah.
does whatever. Anyway, the the biggest chisel you can get, the most expensive thing, is 3 billion in-game coins, and to put that into some perspective, it's going to take a while. 3 billion is
Yeah,
a big
especially
number.
with the stats resetting and the problems they've had with it.
Yeah, every time you log in, you lose like 30 grand because the game just doesn't know what's going on, I swear. But you can pay you can pay real life money for these in-game items. and the most expensive 3 billion will cost you £50,000 or whatever the equivalent is in your own money, which is insane amount of money to spend on a game.
Yeah,
If anybody does it, they deserve just shooting in the face. Basically, that is more money than sense right there.
indeed it is. But let's just quickly go over the stats of it so far. So, oh god,
What's going on? How many?
I can't tell you because I'm getting a server error,
Well,
which
guys,
is
all I'm going to
basically
say,
the story of this game.
download
Experience.
curiosity, experience the curiosity of not being able to get through server errors, which is probably the experiment.
Ah, we're back up and running.
All right, that's good. I was
Okay,
just going to say,
so
download
the cube age is 5. So
Dave.
it's out for 5 days. Um, it's had 2 layers removed according to the stats. Fucking hell. The cubelets remaining on the current layer are around about 42 million. Closer to 42,100,000 to be honest.
Mm.
There's over 705,000 people totally who have downloaded it and trying it and have tried it. There's currently just shy of 5,500 people and currently using it, sorry, should I say. And over the last 24 hours, just over 265,000 people have loaded it up and tried to
Jesus
chisel
Christ.
away. So far, 259,463,818 cubelets have been destroyed.
What number was that? Hang on, hang on. I'm going to get a calculator up and I'm going to figure out how many have been done each day. So, what was that?
259 million
Yeah,
463,818
yeah.
over
Mm.
5 days.
Okay, then that's. Okay, so if I've got this right, that's 51,892,763.6 cubes a day that have been destroyed.
Wow.
My God.
How have they only destroyed 2 layers?
But the
Oh,
thing
actually,
is,
no, that makes sense.
does the does the cube get smaller as you go in? Like, is it like a cube inside a cube inside a cube inside a cube?
Yeah, it
So
has
like
to
they
be.
perpetually get smaller.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
Why?
because it's a 3D game and they can do whatever they like.
Yeah, but think about it this way, right? If it's basically a box inside a box. You can't have a box inside another box that's the same size.
Well, not in real life now because physics exists, but in
Well,
games,
I
you.
happen to know
Mm.
that this is a physics-based game. And I also know that I may be talking out my arse.
I think you're very talking out your arse, my friend.
How dare you?
Oh my God. Oh.
Shall we
Yeah.
move on?
Okay. In other app news, is this our new section? Our new section of our new podcast, App News.
It's just what we ended up talking about today, I believe.
We could even call this section What's Happening? Eh?
Carry on.
Xbox Smart Glass has finally come to iOS and Android devices. If you don't know what this is, and
Shame on you.
I'd be shocked if you didn't and you owned an Xbox, it is basically for Android iOS devices. It's been on Windows phones, I think, for a little bit, but I'm not sure on that one. Basically, it's a way that you can connect your phone to your Xbox, and you can get like messages. You can see friends. It's basically the Xbox Dash, but on your phone, so it's like a mini version of it. And through your phone, if you connect it to your Xbox, you'll be able to have some functionality of apps. So, like, if you've got the Netflix app, for example, while you're watching Netflix on your Xbox, if you've got your smart glass on your phone or your tablet, you can sit there and you can go browsing through the catalog, or you can go selecting through. It's in
It's worth
effect.
noting that you can do that with the Netflix app on iOS with the PS3 I know of. Anyway.
Okay then, but okay, for example, with Internet Explorer, you could type on your thing rather than having to use the on-screen keyboard if you've got smart glass. It's basically the sort of Wii U functionality
For
been,
everything else.
been put between two existing devices rather than one specifically made device, which is kind of cool, but it does kind of make you wonder whether Microsoft are going to release a Surface gaming tablet that's specifically designed to go and work with Xbox games,
Well,
maybe?
I don't know if you've seen the rumors this week, towards the end of the week. There are rumors of a 7-inch Xbox Surface.
Really?
Yep. I can't remember any more than that, to be honest, but as it stands, there are rumors knocking about of a 7-inch Xbox Surface,
Jesus Christ.
which could be very interesting.
That that could be a game changer for gaming tablets in general.
Mm. Because aren't Razer working on their own tablet as well?
Razer are working on everything.
I'm sure they had their own tablet
See,
in the works at one point.
the only problem is if Microsoft keep up with the bullshit that is games for Windows Live and that sort of entire thing, they'll just ruin it. They could make the best thing in the world, but you attach games for Windows Live and you've got like the worst piece of functionality, piece of shit known to mankind.
Are they still pushing that?
Well, do you know what? I brought Toy Soldiers last Christmas off Steam because it was like 99p. And like I loaded it up and it wanted me to sign like a Games for Windows Live account. And
Right.
I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm already in Steam. Why do I have to log into another? That's what I can't stand. And loads of things are doing it now. And this just irritates me. It's like I need a Rockstar account for GTA, for
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. It's like what? I'm already in Xbox. Why do I need a service within a service? That's what my gamer tag should be for. My gamer tag should be. It should just encompass all this already. You shouldn't need me to have a specifically made account so I
If
can
only
already.
life was that easy.
If only life was simple.
Yeah.
Well, fucking
Simple, less stressful.
bellends. Right, our final piece of what's happening. I'm going to stick with this as our title, by the way, for this section. Is Pocket Warwick. Now,
I
Ben, you know what?
don't know any. Well, I know who Warwick Davis is.
You know Warwick Davis. Well, Warwick Davis, along with a company, I assume, is releasing an app. I don't think he's built it himself. I
Ah,
mean,
well, that's disappointing.
that'd be a story within itself,
For
right?
those of you who don't know who Warwick Davis is, he was a he was in Harry Potter.
He was the spell guy in Harry Potter, one of the wizards.
Yes.
He was also Wicket in Star Wars. He was also Willow in Willow, and he was Warwick Davis in
An
that
idiot abroad.
TV show.
Is
Well,
he in
he's
that?
in that. Yeah, the new series of Idiot Abroad with Carl Pilkington.
I haven't seen the original, to be
Yeah,
honest.
with Carl Pilkington and Warwick Davis. The original's really good. They're all really good. Carl Pilkington's just a genius. He's an idiotic genius. Is the only way to talk about him. But Warwick Davis was in Life's Too Short on BBC, which was
Ah,
pretty.
yeah, I think Tom's watched that.
It's really good, man. I mean, like about this app anyway. We'll stick off TV for the time being. We'll have TV in another podcast.
I'm sure
We'll,
we will.
we'll call it TV Talk. Oh, amazing names. But Pocket Warwick is sort of like what it looks like is like it's an iPad, not an iPad. What are they called? Tamagotchi. Like, but it's only on iPod at the minute for a month, I think, and then it's coming out Android and possibly
We
Windows. Yeah, but basically you have to look after Warwick Davis. Like you get a mini Warwick and you can dress him up and you basically have to take him from a Z-list celebrity to an A-list celebrity. So like you have to buy him things that like he goes to auditions with. Like so like if he needs like a beard or something, you have to buy him a beard to then go to an audition to then audition and become like a better celebrity. And you have to keep like his stats up and
It's
like all this
free.
stuff. It is free, yeah. Are you gonna get it?
I'm downloading it as we speak.
You want your own Warwick Davis. If you tilt the screen, you can make him fall off it.
This is the best thing I've ever downloaded on my iPhone.
And if you keep stabbing him in the face, he gets really annoyed. But you can do up like his entire house and stuff, and you earn like gold coins and silver coins from doing like the auditions if they go successfully, I believe. And through that, that's how you buy more items and progress through the game. Or you can pay with your real life money, which nobody wants to do because that's real life money, and real life money should be used for real life things.
Yes.
Pocket Warwick there, ladies and gents. Buy it, enjoy it, make the most of it.
Yeah, so I can't actually download it
Why?
because it's over 50 meg in size. So I can't download it over 3G. And my Wi-Fi in my house is shit.
Yeah, just download it later.
Yeah, I'll have to.
But yeah, I mean, that's all for what's happening news anyway. Oh, I still can't take that seriously, calling it what's happening.
Yeah, maybe we'll enhance some features and
Maybe.
the podcast as a whole. I mean, obviously this is our first one, so things can only get better, right?
No,
I hope so.
they can get far
Although
worse.
hopefully this hasn't been too bad an experiment, a test.
Hopefully, it's been enjoyable.
Yes, I hope so. Because
I mean, we
all we've seemed to have done is just rant for like an hour.
well, yeah, that's what we do.
True.
I mean, once once we've got some once we've got some jingles, we'll be fine. That makes us professional.
Yeah.
I mean, we will need to make jingles, and I'm not making jingles because I can't make jingles, so we'll need to get jingles from somewhere if we get jingles.
I may make some jingles if I find some time.
Some musical talent.
Yeah, and some musical talent. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bucket load of that if I'm gonna do them.
It should be interesting.
Indeed.
So, I guess this is the end.
Yeah, until next time, guys.
We hope you've enjoyed, the LPOWCAST. Hasn't been too painful. If you want to see more, let us know. If you've actually listened this far, well
Let
done.
us know. Yeah, congratulations.
Um,
Get in touch. I'll give you a discount code for a high five.
I will give you a free hug if you can find me.
Oh, I
A
don't
hug
even know where
may
you live.
hug may or may not be refundable. So I actually hide inside a tower of solitude.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but guys, thanks for tuning in. If you have any constructive criticism, let us
Or you
know
just want to,
in the comments below.
or you just want to shout at us.
Yeah, we'd appreciate. Yeah, okay. Go for it. Go nuts.
God, rage now. Go on. I bet you're not raging. Rage.
Who,
Go on.
me?
No, them
Oh,
listening. Go on. Do it. Rage. Go on. Now, go. Yeah. Good. Bye.
goodbye, guys.